We are so lucky to live in this generation where everything is readily available and easily accessible. Whether it's food or technology, we are able to obtain these things with a snap of a finger. But have you ever thought about how these things were invented? Here are some of the most amazing things invented completely by accident. 1. Coca-Cola. Coca-Cola is one of the most popular soft drinks in the world right now. The person who invented Coca-Cola was a pharmacist named John Pemberton, who made a remedy for headaches that he called French wine coca. It consisted of cane sugar, caffeine, and extracts of cocaine and cola beans. Basically, he made a remedy out of alcohol and cocaine. Pemberton's business started taking off, but soon his county made cocaine illegal. As a result, Pemberton removed the wine and replaced it with a sugar syrup. One day, one of Pemberton's lab assistants accidentally added carbonated water to the syrup, which resulted in the creation of the world's first Coke. The drink had an addicting taste and eventually became very popular. When Coca-Cola was first introduced as a new soft drink, it only sold 9 bottles per day, but now around 1.9 billion Coca-Cola beverages are sold daily. That's almost 1/4 of the world's population. 2. Play-doh. This accident was made when an American guy named Noah McVicker made a weird substance out of flour, water, salt, boric acid, and mineral oil. His creation was supposed to be for cleaning wallpaper back in the day because it was reusable and didn't have any toxic effects. But eventually, teachers used the wallpaper cleaner for class projects because it was able to mold itself into different shapes and sizes. Ever since then, Play-doh became a huge success and was used by children all over America. 3. Potato chips. It all started when George Crumb, a chef at a high-class resort in Saratoga Springs, New York, received a complaint about his potatoes. Crumbs was pretty confident in his cooking skills, but one of his customers complained that his fried potatoes were thick and soggy. In order to teach this guy a lesson, Crumb decided to play a joke on him and cut his potatoes into the thinnest slices imaginable. He added tons of salt on the potato slices and fried them until they were nice and crispy. He served his masterpiece and patiently awaited the horrified yells of his customer. What he didn't expect was for the customer to love the hard, crunchy potatoes. Crumb then proceeded to open his own shop in 1860 called Crumb's House, where he served his signature potato chips. 4. Slinky. In 1943, a man named Richard James wanted to make a spring for ships that could stabilize the ship's equipment. One day, one of the springs fell off and landed on the floor of the ship. Surprisingly, the spring kept moving and jiggling around. James realized that the spring could be an excellent toy, so he sold his product in 1945 under the name Slinky. The name was thought up by his wife. The couple managed to convince a department store called Gimbel's to buy 400 Slinkies, and to their surprise, the toy sold out in an hour and a half. 5. The microwave. On a fateful day in 1946, an engineer named Percy Spencer was working on a radar magnetron. A radar magnetron is like an electric whistle that creates electromagnetic waves. On that day in 1946, Spencer reached for a peanut butter cluster bar during one of his magnetron tests and saw that his snack was an icky, melted mess. Spencer was really confused, so he ran his magnetron test again, this time with an egg. He placed the egg under the magnetron tube, and the egg exploded on his face. Pleased with his discovery, Spencer proceeded to pop kernels and make popcorn with his new magnetron the following day. 6. Superglue. In 1951, a chemist named Harry Coover was working for a company called Eastman Kodak and was trying to create a sealant for jet aircraft canopies. Coover asked a member of his team, Fred Joyner, to help test all the compounds that Coover made. Most of the compounds were not sticky enough and didn't do the job. It wasn't until the 910th compound that a miracle happened. Fred, no matter how hard he tried, could not separate the lenses on the machine that held the compound. He basically ruined a very expensive piece of equipment. Coover wasn't mad when he found out. He was actually amazed by how sticky the substance was. In 1958, superglue was released on the market. Its medicinal power of sealing arteries, veins, organs, etc. had been beneficial to hospitals around the world. 7. Fireworks. It's generally accepted that fireworks were first accidentally discovered in the 10th century when a Chinese cook learned how to make gunpowder. Legend says that the cook mixed potassium nitrate, sulfur, and charcoal together and lit the whole thing up. The result was shocking, flames of different colors. Furthermore, the cook saw that an explosion occurred if the ingredients were lit up in a bamboo shoot. And that's how fireworks were invented. Those were the 7 things invented completely by accident. Can you guys live on without, let's say, microwaves? Let us know in the comments down below and make sure to like and subscribe. See you guys next time!